Okay, so a while ago, what? 2 years? I don't know, but it was a while ago. I heard that they were making a continuation sequel slash. You never know with these things because they never feel like a sequel, even though they say it takes place in the same universe. But no, but they said they were gonna make a sequel to Transformers: Robots in Disguise, the one where Bumblebee and becomes the leader, supposed to capture these escaped Decepticon criminals on Earth, and it leads up to much bigger things there eventually, with Stunticons, Combiners, to a conspiracy on Cybertron. Yes, it's with some characters returning here. We've got Ratchet, we got freaking Bulkhead returned. What I've seen RC, but there are some continuity errors. The fact that Grimlock was a Decepticon, but this takes place in the same universe as like the games, as like with the novels and everything. So Grimlock would have been part of the Lightning Strike Coalition, eventually becoming Dinobots. Oh god, can you guys stick to one continuity and not change things, please? I'm sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself here. That being said, Robots in Disguise did have some clear continuity attachments with Transformers Prime. It's just that they changed the art style, the Transformers changed themselves, like how when we see Starscream, he changed his chassis to better suit someone who's going to lead and who had defeated the Predacons, which we all know what really happened. That doesn't explain why all the animal versions, like, why do they have to look like animals that are from Earth? Can't you guys use imagination and create unique animals? I mean, I'm all for Transformers having different ethnicities, subspecies, and so forth. But, yeah. Anyhow, we got an exclusive trailer here for the Cyberverse, which, if from what I remember hearing, Bumblebee has amnesia, Windblade is part of this as well, and Optimus somehow. I have no idea where this is going, but let's take a look.
Bumblebee, I'm going to access your memory.
This is my mind?
Let's find some answers.
Okay, yes, the key to the future.
We stand together.
Optimus? Megatron? I did. Oh!
This is not the way, old friend. Then it will be war.
You would have made a good
Oh.
Decepticon. I made
Wait, what?
that choice a long time ago.
Autobots, our long-term survival has become critical.
Soundwave?
Our immediate survival isn't exactly set in stone either.
What? What the hell are you doing to...
Autobots are somewhere here on Earth.
Then you and I have to...
Oh, wait, that's Slipstream?
Where are the Autobots? Is Optimus Prime with you?
Yeah, want me to call him for you?
Alright,
Oh, I need one of those.
wait, Shockwave?
Transformers Cyberverse. The adventure begins only on Cartoon Network.
Okay. Color me interested. Like we said, we're gonna, I don't know, it looked like, yeah, Bumblebee is going through amnesia and we're gonna go into his mind. And in doing so, we get to see Cybertron before the war. Okay, for those of you who are new to my channel here, in previous Transformer-related videos, I mentioned that I have read the books by Alex Dino, at least the first two, Exodus and Exile, which shows how Cybertron was like during the coming end of the Age of Rust, with that's the whole cattle system and everything, and just how eventually the two movements we know about, the Autobots and Decepticons, came to be. So you think it's weird that Megatron was preaching till all one and everything, but really that's what he was doing at the time. At first, he was all like that, like he was promoting equality, but the fact is he came from a background. He came from Kaon. He was a gladiatorial pit, so even though he was essentially preaching good, he became evil. His real colors showed. He was a warrior. But thanks to him, Optimus, or at the time Orion Pax, inspired. He was inspired by Megatron to take up the mantle of Autobots, and essentially because of him, he became leader. And yeah, so we're gonna see how this all happened. This is something I've been wanting to see from the freaking get-go. See how it all happened. See how the war started. How the Age of Rust, what Cybertron was like before the war, during the Age of Rust, where the moment you are out of the well, you are, depending on your alternate form, you're immediately placed into a job, no choice, and even depending on what job you've got. Be quiet, computer. Depending on what job you got, will also determine if you had a name. And fun fact, when Megatron emerged, got his job as a frick working at the mines on Kaon, he had no name. He was not given a name. He was originally called like D16, a reference to the area and the mines he worked. But when he started working fighting in the gladiatorial pits, he took on the name Megatronus in reference to Megatronus Prime, the Fallen. And then the audience, the spectators, decided to shorten his name down to Megatron, and he adopted it fully. But now we're gonna see everything. Like, okay, yes! We've seen it in game, of course. Thanks to War for Cybertron and Fall Cybertron. I love those games, by the way. But to actually see what Cybertron was like when the Council was around, the Age of Rust, there's some interesting things here. Like, apparently, like how Jazz was Optimus' superior in the Iacon like archives. There's so much potential here. We're gonna see all that, but here's the thing, though. One thing I remember here. This is Bumblebee. This technically takes place in the Aligned continuity, but they sort of branch it off a bit here and there. But Bumblebee, his generation emerged during the war. His generation was literally, because after the war started, there was a period of time where no Transformers emerged from the Well of Allspark. Until one day, one final generation emerged, and that was Bumblebee's generation, after which Optimus sent the Allspark out into space. So, but here, apparently, Bumblebee was already in Cybertron before the war happened. Okay, that's a little weird here. And okay, the designs here, little cartoony, a little silly, but I kinda like it. It's almost got, how can I put this? It's almost in a way like the robots in disguise and Transformers animated, with some elements of what they had for Prime, because the Primes did a cool thing where they went, where the forms are like Bayformers mixed with Transformers animated. Here, it's sort of like they're taking more elements from the comic books in a way. It's hard to say, or like the anime continuity thing. First of all, I do like how their optics look like they're just pure screens and no pupil. I like that. I like how we've seen some of the characters here. I think we saw Slipstream, a female Decepticon, a Seeker here, which the only time I ever saw her before was in Transformers Animated, and she was a clone of Starscream in that series. That leaves so many questions. But yes, I like that we're seeing more Transformers, which barely get the light of day. I think I saw Grimlock here that did not sound at all like Grimlock, or maybe it was someone else. I don't know, but I really hope it was one of the other Dinobots. But so far, I hope we see this. I hope we see more of this, because I hope, of course, we gotta go back to Earth, because we always have to go back to Earth. Never mind the fact that on Cybertron, seeing an entire alien world, that no one wants to see what the Cybertronians look like in their home world, how their home world is, how different and alien it is. No one wants to see that. Yeah, fucking anything. We do want to see that. sorry. We got a little bit of that in Transformers Robots in Disguise. And I thought it was pretty cool. Seeing the Transformers just go about their day, just seeing them be people. You don't, but no, we have to have humans involved in there because of reasons. Transformers is to sell toys, last I check. I mean, that's what you guys wanted. So, why would we want to see humans? I mean, what do you want to show off of Transformers? I mean, show every Transformer we see there is a brand new toy. So, it's better off to have it in their frickin' home world. Or we can just be introduced to new Transformer after new Transformer after new goddamn Transformer. I want to, in fact, I'll explore some of the other worlds, the other old colonies of the Golden Age, Velocitron, Junkion, Aquatron, something like that. Come on, it's so obvious. Okay, that's enough of that. So, I would like to have a freaking I like to have a, you know what? I'd like to have toys of the entire 13. I'd like to have from Prima to what Optimus Prime looked like before he entered the Will of Allspark. I'd like to have Onyx Prime, the first Transformer with a beast form. Alright, that's enough of that. Okay, I'm gonna end right here before I go on a massive rant here. So everyone, thank you all for watching. As always, comment down below what you all thought. Like and subscribe for more videos. Until the next one, this is Mecha-san, logging out.